All right. Today we got something exciting going on for you guys. We're here with Bryce Harper, former NL MVP. Bryce, thank you so much for taking the time to come on. We really appreciate it. We know you're a busy guy. I know you're gearing up. We can't wait to see you on the field soon, and we're just excited to chat with you a little bit today. So thanks again for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it, guys.
No problem. So first off, we want to know a little bit more about you as a person outside of your baseball career. We know that you have a son that's approaching a year old this summer, towards the end of summer, Cruz. So wanted to know how fatherhood has changed you, like your views on life, the way you train, maybe even how things work during the season, or just in general. So what did you like the most about fatherhood?
Yeah, I mean, I think at this time, of course, it's been very terrible for a lot of people, and people are going through hard times and struggles right now, and it's been bad for this whole country. And I'm very fortunate to be one of those people that have been able to be around my family. I've been able to really enjoy my family and really enjoy my time with my son. I think I'm very fortunate to be able to do that right now, and to be able to be around him and to be able to see him grow and see his facial expressions and the way he laughs, the way he smiles. I wouldn't be able to be in front of him right now and see him grow if I was playing, of course. And this is just it's a great time to see him go through all these changes and seeing him crawl and hopefully walk here soon. And it's just been a lot of fun. I think just the being able to cuddle him and be around him has just been an absolute blast for me. And it's been great.
Nice. What's he into now? Is he pulling up on stuff and just getting into everything, or is he a little more docile?
Yeah, he's chill. He really, of course, he eats and, he eats like a champ. So he's getting bigger every single day. And he's just a lot of fun to be around, man. He's got just a great mentality. He's, I don't know. He's growing every day, and it's fun to see. That laugh and those expressions that he has, and he's got two little teeth coming in right now too. So
Nice.
he's got those in. He's got one up here. Is like his fang tooth coming in as well. So he'll give you that little smile and show that fang, and it makes you crack up a little bit. So he's been great. It's been a lot of fun, and it's been great.
Awesome. Any challenges during quarantine from that, or has it actually been a blessing for you to be around him a little bit more?
It's definitely been a blessing to be around him, being able to help out my wife as well at these early stages. I couldn't imagine going through pregnancy and what women feel during it or after it. So to just be able to be around her, being able to help her out here and there when I can, change as many diapers, of course, as I can, and I love cuddling him to sleep, man. It's one of my favorite things to do at night. When he gets into my arms, I cuddle him to sleep and then put him down for the night. He's a great sleeper, so we're very lucky to have that. But that's probably one of my favorite things to do. I think as you get older, of course, you don't want to cuddle with mom and dad as much. So this is something that I just want to enjoy, and it's been a blessing to be able to be around him.
Awesome. Yeah. Kids, obviously there's ebbs and flows, peaks and valleys, but sounds like Cruz in a really good spot right now, and that's awesome that you get to be around him more.
Yeah,
So
it's been great.
if he were to grow up and not play baseball, what sport do you think you'd want him to play?
I just want him to grow in an individual way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of just want him to, my parents never pushed me to play baseball or to play football or play basketball. They kind of just let me, do my own thing. They really wanted me to, do anything I wanted to do and just put the best mentality I could to it and, give it my all every single day. So, if he's going to play a sport, I hope he just, is able to be competitive. I hope he's able to be a loser and a winner. I hope, he's able to grow to the best of his ability in sports and understand that education is very important. Understand that getting a scholarship hopefully is very important as well. So, I just, want him to be able to just grow in his own way. Whenever I have more kids and things like that, of course, I just want them to be able to grow in any way that they want. But also, if it's hockey, if it's basketball, if it's baseball, if it's football, like I said, I just want him to be able to go out there and be a good competitor, be a good teammate, and just have fun, enjoy the game. I mean, there's so much pressures on kids nowadays to play one sport and only one sport. And I don't want him to do that. I want him to be able to grow and, do those things to the best of his ability, but also, understand that he can play whatever he wants. If he wants to snowboard, if he wants to, skateboard or ride bikes or anything like that, I want him to be a kid too. So I want him to scrape his knees and get his hands all dirty and be outside till the street lights are on. And, that's how I kind of grew up. And, I think, if he can do that, then he'll be successful in all walks of life. And, whatever he wants to be and grow up to be, I want him to aspire to be the best. And, hopefully he can do that.
Awesome. Well, sounds like he's got an amazing dad already. And I definitely agree with wanting to be outside until the street lights are on for a while. There's not enough of that in today's world.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad if he ran out of the tunnel as a Buckeye.
Yeah. Okay.
On Saturday at college football, just because I enjoy college football so much, and my wife was a Buckeye. So to see number 3 Crew Harper come out of the tunnel as a quarterback, I wouldn't be mad. So,
yeah, absolutely. So speaking of non-outside activities, we know you're a gamer outside of baseball too. So what it is about Fortnite that keeps you so entertained?
Yeah, so it's kind of started where a lot of my buddies played. We didn't really communicate via text, or we would, but it would be here and there during the season, maybe once or twice a week. And then we'd kind of not hear from each other, and then we'd talk and things like that. So, and they come out and see me play, and then we'd go back home, and they're working and stuff all the time and doing their thing as well. So it's just tough. So it kind of started where we were just getting on live, and we would play Fortnite or whatever we wanted to play that night, and we'd kind of just hang out and talk crap to each other, and kind of like we were hanging out at night during the off season. So then it kind of got more competitive and got a lot more fun. And I grew up playing video games here and there, but like I said, I was outside all the time, and I was always traveling playing ball or any other sports. So I didn't really play much. I played a lot of the baseball games or sports games, and a lot of fighting and like Tekken or Mortal Kombat and stuff like that. So I enjoyed those type of games. And then the older I got, I kind of fell away from it. And then about 2 years ago, I started playing more and more Fortnite and things like that, and started enjoying it a lot. Me and my friends would get down there and just hang out and stuff, like I said. And then, kind of got competitive, and, we talked to Loaded and kind of made that partnership happen. Both of us, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, it's something that, fans can kind of see both sides. I'm trying to grow that side of my life a little bit with the gaming and things like that, and try to get them into my life more away from baseball. My box is very, very small, or my circle is very small. So to kind of let people into my life and what I do, it's been fun, being able to play with some fans. Yesterday, I was able to play with a kid, and I got on, and I was adding some kids from my chat, and he was bawling, crying. And he was like, I can't believe this. This is incredible. It's my birthday in 2 days. I'm going to turn 13. And he was absolutely bawling. And it was really cool. Like, I mean, just to be able to see the effect that people can have on each other, especially in these times right now. It's pretty hard for people right now. And to be able to just get on there and communicate and have some fun, and just make somebody's day better. That's what it's all about, and I think he'll always remember kind of his 13th birthday of, 2 days before I was able to play with, a professional athlete or whatever. And his mom came in, and they were talking, and he's like, what do you want to say? And she was just like, I just want to tell you thank you so much. And, I want to thank my fans. It's so cool to have their support and what they do for me. And I have support across, the country. And, it's a lot of fun to be able to see them, supporting me each day, especially, on the field and away from the field as well, with gaming and things like that. So it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. Glad you're spreading joy any way you can. And that kid's definitely going to remember that 13th birthday forever.
Yeah.
So speaking of other sports and activities, we know that like you're in the gym all the time, killing it. You did the Murph 2020 challenge the other day, but overall, first off, yeah, how was that? And second off, it looks tough from our perspective at least. And then second off, what's your favorite non-baseball activity?
The Murph sucked. to tell you the truth, I mean, to kind of be candid, it was terrible. I mean, you start with the mile run, then you go through the push-ups, pull-ups, and then air squats, and you kind of get through it like the first, so you do the mile, and then you go through your your 3 workouts, and then you do another mile at the end. And you kind of get through that first with a 20-pound, vest or whatever. So you kind of get past that first, like, those first push-ups, the first pull-ups, and air squats. And you're like, oh, this can't be too bad. And, I've never done it before. This is the first year because, of course, Memorial Day, we're always playing and stuff like that. So I've always seen in the past couple of years, like, people doing it and stuff. And I was talking to my trainer, and I said to him, I said, hey, bro, like, let's get it in. Let's do it. Why not? And he did it the day before me. I did it yesterday. I was in Utah traveling and camping and stuff. So when I came back, I was like, hey, we got to do this. And so I decided to do it. And it was the worst decision of my life, I guess. But no, it was great. I mean, kind of just showing my respect to, all the veterans out there and what they do for us, and, being the real heroes in our lives, and, them putting their lives on the line, and, for us every single day to live free, and, just doing something little like that. It kind of shows you, wow, like, these guys work, like, they get after it every single day, and they work hard, and, they go through so many things in their life, and war and things like that I couldn't even imagine. They're the real heroes in our lives, and I was able to just kind of do something simple yesterday, and it kind of kicked my butt, but I was able to get it done, and I was happy that I got it done. I was very, pumped with the time that I had, and it was first time doing it, and I was very excited to get it done. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd make it to that second mile, just to be honest. Go ahead.
No, you're right. You're good.
My bad. So in terms of Philadelphia, you've been there for obviously like about a year now, a little over a year. And what's your favorite part about playing in Philly so far?
Yeah, I just would say the city and the fan base. I mean, and my teammates. I mean, I can't not, give them credit as well. The organization has been so good, with my family and things like that. They've really treated me like family each day. And that was one thing that I kept hearing throughout free agency, that the Phillies are very in tune with, like, making sure the families are awesome, and making sure the families, have what they need. And our traveling secretary, his name is Jameson. He's the best person I've ever met in my life. I mean, this guy will do anything for anybody, and he just cares so much. He actually, he was an usher, or like a guy in the stands that, help people out and things like that. And he kind of worked his way through, and is our traveling secretary now. So if you could see what the Phillies are all about, that is a guy that, like, you would meet and be like, wow, if this is what the Phillies are all about, then yes, I want to go there. So just going through that whole process and really understanding, them as an organization, and what they're all about, really resonated with me, and, and my family. And then that blue collar mentality, kind of where, those fans really care what they do. They really understand the game. They really understand all their sports in the city. They compete, and they want what's best for their players as well. So, just the all-around just greatness of that city. I mean, with the Eagles, the Flyers, the Sixers, and, the Phillies as well. I mean, there's 4 teams in there that, can compete every single year. And, I'm very fortunate to be with a team that just cares about their city, cares about their franchise, and, cares about their fans as well. So I'm very happy to be there. I'm very happy to be able to be part of something great. And I look forward to, hopefully getting back and getting started again, and, hopefully bringing a championship back to Philadelphia.
Absolutely. We can't wait to see you out there too. Fingers crossed it'll be sooner rather than later. So,
Yeah.
Speaking of teammates, we know you're close to a lot of the guys in the room. Who do you think you're closest to? Who's the bud that you can chirp the most on Twitch?
Man, my closest friend, I mean, that whole team, seriously, like, I've never had a team that, like, has come to, I mean, of course, there were some great teams in DC that I played with, Jason Worth and Hank Hill, and I played with a lot of good veterans, DeRosa, so I learned a lot of stuff from them as well. But now, like, kind of being at the age that I am, and all of us kind of being at the same age in the same parts of our life, I was 19 playing with guys that are 35, 36, so it was very tough for me to kind of communicate with those guys, and, going out or anything like that. So it was definitely tough. So now I'm at this point in my life where we're kind of at the same age. We can all hang out. We can all, go out together, and, our wives can hang out as well. It's such a family-oriented team, so that's been great. So, I mean, I love walking into the clubhouse and seeing Andrew Knapp there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's our DJ. He's our guy. Like, he gets us fired up before every single game. Like, he's always putting on good music. So, I really enjoy him. Of course, JT's my favorite player in the world. So, everybody knows that. I mean, I think he's the best catcher in baseball. He's got a great family. He has 2 beautiful daughters. He's an amazing husband. So, I mean, he's somebody that you kind of aspire to be, because he goes about it the right way. He goes about it the right way every single day. He knows how to, he's a true professional. I mean, if there's one guy that's a true professional that understands the game, it's him. I mean, he puts down good fingers every single day as well, and hits the crap out of the ball each night also. So, but yeah, I mean, I could go on and on about our whole team. Jake Arrieta, one of the best veterans I've ever been around. Tommy Hunter. I mean, Reese Hoskins. I mean, just cares about everybody on his team, wants what's best for everybody. So, I mean, it's a good clubhouse. I mean, Kutch is one of the most hilarious guys I've ever been around. All of his Uncle Larry stuff that he's got going on right now. I mean, he's hilarious. I mean, he's such a good dude too. Good family. So, I mean, my wife is so happy around all the other wives, and they all communicate, and they're all friends. And I mean, it's so nice. Everything goes hand in hand, and it's been so much fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. And what you mentioned there at the end about the wives, a lot of people outside of the sports industry, and especially playing and on the teams themselves, they don't really understand how much the locker room and just those you're around so much comes into play, and it can really either help the situation on the field or hurt it even in some cases. So it's definitely important to have that mix and to have everybody getting along. So that's awesome that you found that place for yourself, and we're excited to see what you do moving forward here. So I know that you don't have too much time. You're a busy man. So we're going to start wrapping up here, but we're going to do a little rapid fire real quick for you. Some favorites just to see, give the fans a little insight into what you like.
All
right. So there'll be a few questions here. So first off, what's your favorite in-season food?
In-season food. Actually, me and Reese Hoskins have cereal before every single game.
Okay. Any particular kind?
It's called Maple Crunch. It's actually like this super healthy cereal from like Whole Foods or something.
Nice.
But it's bomb. I mean, we have it before like every single game. And it kind of just became a thing where we go in there after BP and we eat our cereal, and they actually bring it on the road for us as well. Our lady that travels with us, she brings it all the time for us, and she's awesome and keeps everything going for us. And so yeah, I mean, cereal probably like in season at the field. I love cereal. So
awesome. So now off season, when you get to splurge a little bit, what's doing it for you?
I mean, I love steak, man. I'm a steak guy. I always will be. Meat, potatoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been a meat potatoes guy. So, Sunday dinners were always like roast and potatoes and carrots. Sitting around all day. We go to church, and then we come back home, and the crock pot, it smells like that. So, that always takes me back home. So, anything my mom cooks or my wife cooks, they're both really good cooks, both of them. So I'm very lucky to be able to, eat at night, or eat dinner at night and have a great meal. But I mean, being able to travel around the country as well has been really, really cool. Being able to eat certain dinners in certain places. Sushi is one of my favorite meals to eat. So I really enjoy that. Pizza, of course. I mean, there's a great spot in New York on Mott Street down in NoHo that I love. One of my favorite steakhouses, and Lebanese food actually is in Chicago. So, I mean, there's certain places around the country that I'm very fortunate to eat. And, I love to eat. So I'm going to eat what I want. And, I'll just do a couple more burpees the next day.
Or another Murph.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. So what's your favorite social follow? Or who?
Social follow. Man, that's tough. I don't really look that much, but it's got to be Barstool, because all the funny videos they have, it's hilarious. I mean, Dave Portnoy with all his pizza stuff that he does.
Can't believe he kept it going at home so well.
I know, right? With all the frozen pizzas.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Barstool's just so funny, and they don't care, which side you're on or anything like that. It's kind of just like free reign, and they kind of just go, and do, kind of keep that funny entertainment going, even at times like this. And I think everybody kind of enjoys Barstool.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Last favorite Philly of all time. Can't choose yourself.
Chase Utley. I mean, I know Schmidt and all those guys back in, when they played, they were all the heroes, Crucky and everybody, Tug McGraw. but I grew up seeing those guys and understanding what they did before us and things like that. So I respect them. But Utley, man, every time we'd play them, he'd look at you and it's like he would kill you. Like, it's like, don't mess with me or I'll kill you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had that instinct. He had that mentality. Like, I don't think anything really bothered him on the baseball field. He played the game hard every single day. I think he's one of the best second basemen to ever do it. I mean, one of the best, postseason guys. He really understood the game. He understood how to play it. I think he was very respected in Philadelphia. And I think he's one of the favorites within the organization as well. So, it's very vivid in my mind of 2009. Of course, the Yankees won that year. So that was terrible for the Phillies organization. But the way I think he hit like 6 or 7 homers in the World Series or something like that. I think he just went off. Maybe not that many, but I mean, he's so much fun to watch. I mean, he just understands the game so well, and he's very, with the game. And I think that's why you see him hanging around with the Dodgers, and the way he goes about it. I mean, it's just it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what do you think of the best rep in the show, Mr. Stevie? You can be honest.
Stevie. Let's see. What can I say about Stevie? He's good, man. He cares about his job. I can tell you that. He really has a respectful way about going about it. He's very respectful in the clubhouse with all of us. He understands we have work to do as well. And he's one of the better reps, man. He comes in, gets his stuff done, and kind of gets out of there. Of course, he wants tickets or a jersey sometimes, or me to sign about 24 dozen baseballs. But he's awesome, man. He really cares about the guys. I can tell you that. He cares about what they think, what they want to do, how they want to do it, the approach. He always tries to get stuff done for me. If I want something crazy on my glove or anything like that, he's always trying to push the envelope. So I respect Stevie, man. He's good.
Yeah, we love him as well. Props to Stevie. For those that don't know, he's the best pro rep we got. All right. So we got one last question for you. It's a bit of a lighthearted one to end the day. So what's more important during a game for you? Is it going to be your hair, your beard, or your walk-up song?
Oh, man, all three. You kidding me? I can't pick one of those. It's definitely all three. My walkouts, I usually have 4, and then, try to get my beard to look good and my hair during the game. So you look good, you feel good, you smell good, you play good. That's Giambi used to say it all the time. So I can't agree more. As you're going up to the plate, you got to feel good. And as you're playing every single day, you got to feel good as well, especially the days that you feel like crap. You kind of got to trick yourself into feeling good. So that's how I feel.
Absolutely. I had coaches growing up that drove that in my mind as well. Look good, feel good, play good.
That's right.
I got a little too much gray in my beard now, though.
That's okay. A little salt and pepper never hurt nobody.
Yeah, right? I know. I went for the quarantine buzz cut. Now you can really see the pepper.
There we go.
Salt. All right, Bryce. Well, I appreciate the time. Thank you so much for hopping on. Have a good rest of the day. And, we can't wait to see you back on the field again. You're one of the best, and we can't wait to see you pick some out there.
I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me today. Stay safe.
You too. Bye.
All right, fellas. Later.